Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chris with Kristin's Crafts, and today I am bringing you the first of a series that I've been planning for quite a while. This is going to be called Around the World in 30 Days. I have tons of travel photos that are both international and domestic from my time as I was working as a flight attendant, but also some vacations I've taken with my family. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to do a whole series on travel. So I did reach out to the Scrappy Inspiration Group, who is an amazing group of scrapbookers who are both on YouTube and Instagram. And we have a large group that wants to play along this month. So if you are trying to tackle a travel album, and need some inspiration, please check out the playlist down below. I will have the links to everyone who will be playing along this month. Now, some people may be playing along one day, or they may be playing along every day. It's up to everyone's schedules and availability. So just make sure that you check out everyone's channel and subscribe and show some love and support. And again, you will get some wonderful ideas. Now, the concept of this is that it's any kind of travel. So, like I said, whether it's domestic, it's international, it's a staycation, it's a day trip, whatever, it could be a wish list of where you want to travel if you want to document that. The only thing that it's going to be is travel related. And everyone on who's going to be participating will either be putting up a process video, a layout share, maybe they'll be doing a traveler's notebook. It could be Disney, whatever. And I know for myself, mine is mainly going to be process videos, but I'm also going to do a couple album shares as well to fill in some of the days. As those of you who have been following along with me for a while know that my schedule lately has been absolutely crazy. I have the best of intentions for getting in my scrap room and scrapbooking, but life tends to get in the way. And so my lovely subscribers, and you all know my support team, have been very accommodating for me when I'm not such a regular at the moment. But anyway, so I may throw an album share here and there if that's the case where I'm kind of running out of time, or, need to do a filler in here, which to me, I like those as well, because you can kind of get a feel for how I put an album together, whether it's theme related. Like I said, I have a couple of them going, and one is a trip that I took to South Dakota, and so it's a very kind of warm colors, warm tones, more like the foresty vegetation, nature kind of a thing. And then I have one from North Carolina trip that was probably more of like your sun, beach, coastal kind of album. And then again, I have my travel album of going to all around the world, and that's just a hodgepodge of every kind of travel that you can think of. So hopefully you gain some inspiration out of that. And again, make sure you check out everybody who's linked down below, like their channels, leave them a comment, follow along, and it will be both YouTube and Instagram. So this first layout I'm going to be doing is me. This is me back in 2010. This was a flight that I worked into Naples, so it was a kind of a fun one. This was a great trip. I had actually time to walk around in Naples. And so this here is the Castel Nuovo castle in Naples. And I need to write that down so that I can put it onto the page. So let me find it. First of all, a scrap piece of paper that I can write on. And I just usually keep a few index cards here and there so that I can take notes. And I had just used one of my Creative Memories wax pencils to write on the back of it. Naples, Italy, and that was 2010. It's hard to believe it's been that long since I've been there. So I decided to pick out some of these colors I'm going with Auburn Lane, and it's mainly because I'm wearing kind of a burgundy colored shirt. So even though it's summertime and this collection is a fall type collection, I think it does work based upon like what I'm wearing. And I'm going to pull more of the pink to the front. I figured I could do a little band of the burgundy color or do some matting, and then I have the black as well. Off camera, I did fussy cut out some florals, and we're just going to go ahead and start out with doing a basic page. I'm a little rusty, like I said. It's been sporadic scrapbooking for the last couple months. My employer's got tons and tons of overtime, which has allowed me to make some scrappy purchases, which has been fun. My latest scrappy purchase is going to be another Vicky Booten class. She just put up on her website that she's got a Christmas class, album class that she's going to do with her. You know, I think I'm going to take this down to 11.5 by 11.5, and I'm going to give it a frame. Let's see here. Yeah, so has her new collection, Evergreen and Holly, which I did purchase, but I think I want to do it a little bit different this year for my December daily or documented. I'm going to use the album that she's going to have with the class and not do like a daily, you know, like I've done in the past. It's just going to be one that she's already designed, and then I'll add my photos to it. So it should be interesting to find out how that works out. I haven't done that before. Okay, I need to get out my other trimmer because I need to gut my black. This one needs a new blade, so, but it'll be okay for this since it will all be hidden on the inside. And then I'm just gutting it so I have a 1-inch frame that I will mat the pink paper onto. So the pink or the black is kind of gonna be my little bit of an accent color in here. And I figured I would mat my photos onto the black as well. So for those of you who have never followed me before, I tend to be, well, I call it lazy scrapbooker. I don't put tons and tons of stuff on mine. I do, you know, I'll have whims here and there where I want to go overboard with the embellishments. I do a lot of fussy cutting out of florals and using items within the paper pad as decorations. And I think that's kind of why I do like the Vicky Booten style, because she does provide you with a lot of papers that can be fussy cut out, and it kind of gets you more bang for your buck. All right, so that's going to be that pop with the black in there. And then, like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and mat these photos in black. So let's go ahead and do that now. Then I gotta decide what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to tear on the diagonal that burgundy paper. We'll see. Okay. All right. There we go. I love my Fiskars trimmer, but boy, that thing, it just seems to go through blades like you wouldn't believe. And I love this one, which is the Caterpillar Crop. However, with this one, I sometimes have trouble lining it up and getting a straight cut, but also you can't gut with it. So it's like, I haven't found the perfect trimmer yet. So I just go with the 2. Which works. have the perfect trimmer? Leave a comment down below and let me know what your favorite trimmer is. I've eyed up the guillotine trimmer from Tim Holtz. I thought that one was kind of cool too, but then you run the same problem again that you can't, you know, gut the pages. So I'm thinking I want it something like this, and then I'm going to put the florals tucked in. But I want some of this burgundy. And do I want it on a diagonal, or do I want it at the bottom? Let's start with the bottom, but I'll cut it low enough that if I change my mind, and I do have more of this, I can always do a diagonal piece. Or I could do up there. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Kind of like that, and then we can just build it down here with the florals kind of going over the top and then the title up there. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to trim this down. And this, for all of you who haven't watched me before, is how I scrapbook. I go in with no plan, and I just kind of start putting the paper where I think I want it. So I need a 1/2 inch off. Let's go ahead. And here we go. I sometimes forget, you know, when you're scrapbooking, back in the day when we had limited supplies, I went even more simple. And then, but I would scrapbook faster. And sometimes you forget you don't need to add everything you have in your scrapbook room to the page. You can, you know, go minimal, because the story is really, I mean, I do it for the art part of it, but also for the story and getting the pictures in the album. And so it really depends on my mood. If I'm feeling like I'm in an artsy mood, well, then I'll go and throw everything in the kitchen sink on and just go into play. But if I'm just wanting to get things done to get in the book, it's okay to minimize, you know, do minimal decorations and just get the story in. The papers are so pretty these days that you really don't need a whole lot extra to make them look cute. All right, I'm happy with that. So let's just start building up. So I know I like that there. I like that big cluster, and if we do the title up in there. I'll start building it up. Now when I do with florals and things, what I like to do is have it so, see, like the leaves are coming over, so parts tucked under, parts overlapping, and it looks like it's growing in the garden, where things will, you know, you'll have items that grow, like if you're looking at a fence, they're not going to grow even in a row, and then I will trim things off. And I don't want to necessarily cover myself up with leaves, or too much of the photo with leaves. So like right there is good, and then we'll build off of that. You want it to frame your photo, not take away from your photo. And so we're just looking like right here, this is just cement. So me putting a leaf covering that up isn't going to take away from the photo and the story I'm trying to tell. It's just concrete. But if I had moved it over more, then you're taking it away from me. And again, just don't want to cover up details. Now there is signs here, but you really can't read the signs too well. And there's more than one area fence. So me layering this and going over isn't taking away from the photo. You can still tell the castle. You can still see what the entranceway looked like. It's not taking away from the story I'm telling. I might needs a little bit more this way. Now sometimes if the leaves get in the way, the leaves get chopped off and then they're no longer in the way, because I do want it to layer. Okay, so like that. But now it's just two running this way. So I need a little bit more to bring it up to the top. So now I'm just going to grab like one of these. And I have to decide how much of the, like this one's too small, but now I have to decide how much of the leaves I want. And I'm thinking I'm going to take the side ones away. There. There we go. I'm going to take this bottom one down too. Now, if you wanted, you could go and put some of it up on pop foam, give it a little bit even more dimension. There we go. And then let's go ahead and build something up here where a title's going to be. And I think I'm going to wait to put those on until I get the title on, because I like to nestle those in. So now I pulled out thickers. And I thought I would do the word explore and then the name of the castle. Let's just see what we can come up with. And I'm just lightly putting these down. I'm not pressing them down because I know I'm going to have to move things around and shift things. And let's see. And I'm thinking I'm going to do it in 2 lines. So let's go ahead and we'll start it here. And V, another O. And I need a U. And an N. And then we'll go ahead and move this one down, shift this a little bit. And now looking at how this looks, I'm now thinking I want one of the florals here, and then it will go under the N. And now I'm getting that triangle look. And then under the A and the C. And then I have some of those leaves that we cut off. So now I can just bring this leaf under, and now what's happening is it's bringing it up around the rest of the title. And again, we'll kind of frame it. So now we're going to grab the word explore. And we'll kind of nestle that piece so it goes between those two letters. And now that gives me another little place for another floral. But I think I'm going to cut the leaf off so I can fit it in. And now we can bring another leaf like so. And we got a couple more leaves, so I'm going to add another couple of them in here. And I think it needs another leaf, like maybe down here. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, the colors don't quite match, so I'm not going to use any more of this. This is from Rosie Studios. So let's see what else we can find that might go. I do have a folder that is just all travel stickers. But again, if I was to stop right now, I'm happy with it because I'm going to do my journaling here. And it's a full page without adding one more thing to it. But let's just look and see what we've got, just to make sure. And I'm just rummaging through. I have these folders that have, this is all my international stuff in here. Now this one says remember, and it's kind of got that columns and the look of what you'd see in Naples. Like here's the Roman. So I think I'm gonna probably move it, but that one might not be bad. I do have a couple airplanes, but I think I'm okay without those. I have Italy, but this is more like the gondolas in Venice, and this is Naples, so I don't think I'm going to use that. Well, there's a camera I can use. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see if there's anything that I pulled out that we can use. I kind of like these Adventure Awaits, and it's got the green in there. And now this one's got black, which we're pulling out the black, so I think I'm going to grab one of those. And it's got the airplane. These are from Jolee's. And if I tuck it like this, and then I move this over, now I have more of like Remember Italy. So that's just a nice little touch. The other thing that's on here is the little heart, epoxy heart. Put that on there. So I'm happy with that. All right. Let's see. Faraway Places, Escape. He's kind of cool. Kind of looks like you'd see it. This key came off the top of the foam. If I put that down here, that kind of looks like what you'd see in a castle. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that down here, and then add a little glue back to the sticker part. And unfortunately, sometimes when you've had stickers in your stash for a while, this is what happens. Good thing is that I caught it before putting it in the album, and so now I know I have to just reinforce it a little bit with some Nuovo adhesive. All right, so there's those, and I'm thinking I want the camera. But the way the camera is facing, it needs to come down. Let me see if I can move Explore. Oh, you know, I like that there. See, to me, it's just getting a little boxy. And I don't like it necessarily there. It gets lost with the florals. I kind of like it there, but then I'm covering up that flower. That's not bad. Still see the flower. And I'm going to add more adhesive to the back of it because we just saw what's happening with the other one. All right, we're going to call this one done. I think it's plenty busy enough. I've got a little bit of extra embellishment on there. I've got the florals, which add the impact. It's surrounding the photo, so it's not taking away from the photos. So we're going to call this one done. So again, please make sure that you check out everybody down below. I hope this is a series that you're going to enjoy. And again, even if you don't travel, I think if you do like little staycation type events where you do day trips and things like that, this will still give you ideas of what you can do to document those everyday travels even. You know, it could be, you know, adventurous trip to a international market store, you know, however, whatever it is you're documenting. But hopefully this will help you get those stories in your albums. And again, make sure you check out everybody in the links down below, either on YouTube or Instagram. Some people might be on both, and you're going to see a month full of scrappy inspiration. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.